welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Lindsay and I am a photographer down here in South Florida. This is my very first YouTube video, so I'm not gonna say welcome back, just welcome. I'm glad you guys have found me and I hope to take you on some really fun and creative journeys here on this channel. I am a photographer. I've been a photographer now for 17 years, which is so crazy. I am 40 years old. I have a daughter who is 14. We also have a husky, and then my other half is here as well. We all have been here in South Florida since April of 2020, so we're coming up on 3 years. We are from North Carolina originally and moved down here in the throes of the pandemic. So it was a very fun, I say fun, it was a very interesting transition and a very eye-opening transition for me especially. I had never lived outside of North Carolina up until this move. So moving from one state to another has been, again, like I said, eye-opening. So as a photographer and as a photographer who's been a photographer for such a long time, I have done lots of different things. I have photographed lots of different varieties of sessions, lots of different ideas, lots of different types of sessions, whether it's weddings or portrait sessions or you name it. I've shot so many different types of sessions. And so with that comes a lot of experience and a lot of opportunities to be creative and a lot of lessons learned and a lot of just really fun times. So today is March 20th and it is the first official day of spring. And so a friend posted a picture the other day, and I'll post it right here for you to look at. And it got me thinking, hey, this would be a really fun challenge for me to do and to share with everyone. And I don't know about you, but I love education. Both of my parents are educators, were educators. My mom passed away in 2015. My dad has been an educator for as long as I've been alive. So education runs in my blood. I love continuing education. I love learning new things. I love challenging myself, and I love teaching others. I love giving others an opportunity to learn something new. I try to make it as simple and fun as possible. So I've taught in high schools, I've taught photography classes in high schools, in elementary schools, and I've worked with some middle schoolers as well. And one of the things that I've done with them is I take them on a scavenger hunt, and I have a little printout of different things that I want them to look for. And they're not always easy. They're not always things that you're gonna just find with your eyes. You have to really become creative and you have to use your imagination. And so when I saw this photo, I was like, oh, this is very similar to that type of creative thought process where you see something and then you have to use your imagination to make the art, right? So I have decided to challenge myself and to take you along for the ride. This is going to be a multi-part series. These will also be on my Instagram, which I'll have here, and my TikTok, which I'll have here. And I hope you come along on these journeys with me. So the challenge that I'm giving myself is to spend $0. Now that's very tricky. Spending $0 on a photo shoot is not always easy. And it's actually not a challenge that I've ever challenged myself with. We are in, some pretty tough times in the world and the economy, and finding ways to do things creatively without having to spend a lot of money is not always easy, but it's definitely something that can happen. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm taking my daughter and we're going to go across the street of our neighborhood to the Home Depot, and we're going to select 12 colors. We're going to go over to the paint section and we're going to find the paint samples, and we're going to select 12, and it's going to be random. I don't know if we'll close our eyes. I probably won't blindfold us because that'll look kind of weird. If you know me, I'm an extroverted introvert. I will talk to you, I will have a conversation, but I am also very introverted. So doing something that's so public like this is going to be a stretch. That's going to be part of the creative process as well, is figuring out how I'm going to get extroverted in public. So anyway, we're going to go in, we're going to get 12 colors of paint samples, the paint swatches, not samples, but the swatches. And we're gonna challenge ourselves. I'm going to challenge myself. If you want to do this, challenge yourself as well. And I'm going to be creative. So the thought process is that each photo that I'm going to do will include one of the colors. And by doing that, I'm going to either build a set, or I'm going to go to a location that might have that color in it, or I'll find something in nature and take a photograph of that. These photos are going to be compilations of many things. So this could be texture. It could be a whole photo shoot, like build from start to finish. It could just be driving around and stopping when we see something that looks like that color. So this is going to get us outside. It's going to get us in that creative process of using our brains. I have to have creative time, and I have not had a lot of creative time lately, and this is something that I think is going to really ramp up my abilities to do different things in different environments. I don't know about you, but when I drive up and down the road, just a random road, especially in North Carolina and the country, I would find places as I'm driving and I would be like, oh, that'd be a really good spot to take a photo. That would be a good spot to take a photo. And I would envision these photo shoots in my head. And again, like I said, I haven't really had those opportunities in a while to do something creative like that. So this is totally fun. This is not anything that's, I'm not making any money off of this, but I'm not spending any money off of this either. Now, I will tell you, I have a whole closet over here filled with backdrops, filled with fabrics, filled with things and fun items, lots of clothing, lots of, you know, a whole client closet, really. I've got lots of items already. So if you're going to do something like this, just know that I might have some things that you might not have, and you might have things that I don't have. And this is where it gets fun. So you might see me pull things out of my closet, but I am going to guarantee you that I will not spend a dime on anything. If there comes a time where I say, hey, I'm gonna throw in $5, then I might go to Trader Joe's and get some flowers or something. But other than that, I mean, honestly, like, I don't even know if I can get flowers for $5 at Trader Joe's, but if I can get them anywhere, it's gonna be there for a price around that price point. But if anything, $5 might be my max, but my full challenge is to not spend anything. So anyway, that is all I have for here. Come follow me on this journey. We're ready to go to Home Depot. We're gonna go grab the swatches and we're gonna get started. So like and subscribe and come back next week for our next video. Like, close your eyes and just pick 12 cards, okay? Okay, well, that was super awkward. I don't like being out doing this in public, but you don't mind it, right? So we've got our 12. We're gonna go home and figure this out. Okay, and we are back. Also, this is Coda. You're probably gonna see him a ton in these videos, especially if I'm up here in this room, because this is his room. Right? So anyway, we are back. We have 12 of our colors. I don't know if you could see, but there were times where I was trying to say, like, go up, go down, and it's because a lot of the middle colors are neutral. So we have a few neutrals in here, but I'm going to tell you the colors that we have, and if you want to go out and get these same colors, you can. If you want to do this challenge with me, they are all by Behr, B-E-H-R. They're all by Behr. So the very first one is Splendor Gold by Behr. Then we have Aged to Perfection, Race Car Stripe, Iced Cherry, so it's like a pink color, Pacific Bluffs, Garden Cucumber, it's very dark green, Lime Tree, sensing a theme here, Buff Tone, so it's a very neutral, like khaki color, Frisky Blue, Jade Mountain, it's really pretty, Butter Rum, this reminds me of butterscotch, which, Fiji, and High Dive. So we have lots of different options. Only one like really prime color in the red. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, I got 13. All right, so we have 13 instead of 12. So here we go. These are the 13 colors. I don't know why we didn't count that right, but that's okay. Listen, I'd rather have one extra than not enough. So here are the colors, and I cannot wait to show you what we come up with. So stay tuned. Bye, guys.